Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we will discuss about the first key design principle, high cohesion. What do you mean when we say microservices have high cohesion? We are basically saying that microservice content and functionality in terms of input and output must be coherent. They basically must have a single focus, and the thing it does, it should be do well within that single focus. So for example, you might have a service, a microservice, which is a single focus for calculating postage. So all the inputs and outputs from the microservices are solely focused on something around to do with calculating postage, as shown in our example diagram. This idea of microservice having a single focus or single responsibility is actually taken from solid coding principles. The single responsibility principle basically states that a class can only change for one reason, and the same principle is applied to microservice. It is useful principle because it allows us to control the size of service, and we will not actually accidentally create a monolithic service by attaching other behavior into the microservice which is not related to them. In the diagram, our postage service, for example, only has one reason to change. It only changes if something to do with the postage calculation or postage logic changes. We then enhance or upgrade our microservice with the new additional functionality, and the reason for the change, that is responsibility, normally represents a business function or business domain. Our postage calculation microservices is a business function, and an account service to do with the accounts department might represent a business domain. High cohesion is also like encapsulation principle from the object-oriented programming principles. We take all data and functionality that related, and we package into one package, which is microservice. Because the high cohesion principle controls the size of microservice and the scope of the contents of the microservice is easily rewritable, as we are likely to have less of an attachment to the smaller code base. And obviously, there are few lines of code to rewrite because the microservice will be so small. And the overall, if our microservice have high cohesion, it makes overall system highly scalable, flexible, and reliable. System is more scalable because we can scale up individual microservices which represents a specific business function or business domain which is demanded. Instead of scaling up the whole system, we can scale the specific behavior of the system, and at the same time the system is more flexible because we can change and upgrade or change the functionality of specific business function or business domain within our system. And then we have reliability because overall we are changing the specific small part within the system without affecting the other parts of the system. Thank you for watching the video. We'll meet in the next videos.